It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see this team's creative quarterback. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. This should be a good one to watch, and it's all up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you and our game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, he's going to be a hard group to beat.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll get this out to the left flat. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the air one more time. He keeps it himself, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there.
It's call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off.
And he will score. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
So you spend all week, Mike, working on what they call the opening script. It's the plays that you love the most and you want to get called early. The problem? None of those plays account for being called inside your own 5-yard line. But that's exactly where they find themselves after that sack, and that's a disastrous start.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's a first carry for their running back. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up. And now here comes the punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. It's possession. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I could promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He runs with it. And he'll be taken down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary. But then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short. But not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And he's in. Now for the point after. He's got it. And his guys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now give on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 2. So after 1, 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Up the middle they go. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll stay on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack to keep this to a no gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. He's been the go-to guy in this offense for the first half of the season. You can see it there. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the gun, here's a handoff. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Powering forward. He's in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and Just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And his guys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Now he'll run. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. 2nd and 7. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and just like that.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
And that's a through the air. But when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
They're all set to punt this one away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The throw on the run is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. We're about ready now for the punt. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a
pass and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 2nd and a yard. He'll try the right side this time, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Here's a run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors will go up by 7.
Visitors 24. Our home team 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's it. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It is picked up by the defense. Oh, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup there of 13, and that will be a 1st down.
First down at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Into space. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
The extra point is good. And his guys will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. This is 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, the crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot. 4th down. There's no throwing the ball away. There's no giving yourself up. If you're going to turn yourself into a runner, you got to go get it, and that's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to put his head down, put his body on the line, pick up the 1st down, and keep this drive alive.
Throwing now from the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.